Letoya Johnstone David, a transgender Kenyan woman, moved 300 kilometers from the capital Nairobi to Homa Bay County, not by choice. She says life for her in the capital became difficult.
The issue of constant bullying not only affected my mental health, but it also affected my skin physically, because I was physically being beaten by strangers and by neighbors and by the police. And this left me with a lot of marks on my skin. That is really one of the things that made me to move back to the village.
David was born a male more than 3 decades ago. When she reached puberty, she said she felt like she was a woman living in a man's body, hence the decision to become a transgender woman, which she says brought on fear and loneliness.
My neighbors, at some point, immediately they learned that I was a transgender woman, more so having the interview and advocating for human rights. They now started hating up on me. They started constant humiliation, talks behind my back. And sometimes you're just walking and somebody's just slapping you. So because of this, and also like even a group of women came out and started like really insulting me. I had to move out of my place in Kibera to change the location, thinking that things were going to be better, more so now that I was marked.
It has been over a year since she moved to Homa Bay County, located in the western part of Kenya. The area, David says, is much more peaceful for her. However, she says that being transgender has come at a high cost, including facing humiliation from both neighbors and authorities. She says her neighbors harassed her and her landlady evicted her. She has now learned how to avoid dangerous situations. The main challenge for David has been finding a balance between being a good neighbor and protecting her choices, particularly regarding her sexuality. A neighbor who chose not to share her name due to her faith and involvement in the community says she doesn't accept David's ways of life.
It is not a question I can answer at all, but she's different, and as a community, sometimes we are not quite sure of how to socialize with her because of our styles.
David says her choices have had consequences, some beyond her control. She says the loneliness bites hard since not many want to be seen with her, and she must be careful about who she interacts with. But she says those who embrace her show her love, and she is at peace with who she is.
The only thing that if I have to change are just my clothes and my nail polish or my lipstick. Yes, but anything else beyond that, no.
Kenya's constitution does not recognize same-sex relations. David says the LGBTQI community continues to experience harassment and hate crimes. Anne Ngugi, VOA News, Homa Bay County in Kenya.